Hey, I'm Scott Reek from Olathe, Kansas, and I love Kansas City Disc Golf. The reason I love Kansas City Disc Golf is for the camaraderie, the family. Almost everything that happens in Kansas City seems to revolve around a group, whether it's the local club, one of the local niche organizations. Everybody seems to come together. You don't find that in any other town. I love Kansas City. Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of KC Discussions. Did you notice the new name there? KC Discussions, I love it. I think a lot of other people have told me they like it as well, so I think that's the name we're going to stick with. Well, we're at a new week, second week, and I've learned quite a bit since episode 1. There's a few new things that I want to try. I got a lot of positive response on episode 1. I think a lot of people really like the format, the ultimate structure for what I'm doing, but I'd like to add more, and as I keep doing this, I will get better at it, and I will continue to add more. This episode here is produced versus the first episode was live. So hopefully we can learn from that. Some of the things, like I said, I want to add some graphics. I would like to add some videos. At some point I want to add some interviews, maybe some special segments. So we'll continue with that. But for now, we'll keep growing with it. If you like what I'm doing, you like the concept of what I'm doing, please share this. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's how we can ultimately build the following. When I post up on the Facebook page for the KC Discussions, feel free to answer questions or ask questions. A lot of times during the week, I'm trying to come up with or think of the ideas that I need to talk about during the week. But if you have those ideas as well, I'd be glad to go with them. A lot of the new things that I'm doing today are because of ideas that you guys gave me. So if you have them, feel free to share them. All right. So in episode 2, we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about Winter Wonderland. I'm going to kind of give a little synopsis of that. We're going to get an interview from Matt Lloyd, who's going to talk about his 2019 season. We're going to look at the KC miniseries schedule. I'm going to talk about the KCFDC schedule for 2019. We're going to talk about the Ice Bowl, and then we'll also talk about the next 30 days and counting details that we have. And then we're going to finish with some video clips that I took. One of the things that I learned while getting ready for episode 2 was that my camcorder is not good. My phone is actually better than my camcorder, and my camcorder is not even that old. So it is something that I'm definitely going to work on fixing, but be patient with me and realize that the camcorder I have is just the family camcorder, and I haven't quite got far enough into this yet to want to make that big investment for a higher end camcorder. So again, be patient with me. So, all right, well, let's talk about Winter Wonderland. So, this past Saturday on the 8th of December, we had the Winter Wonderland. It was hosted by the Dynamic Disc RV, the Northwest Arkansas crew, which was Bear and Matt Lloyd. They came up, played Rosedale, 2 rounds of 18 holes up top. They had 72 players, so they had a full field, which was nice. If you were out there at all, by looking in the sky, it looked like it should have been 40, 50 degrees, and it was not. It was about mid-20s almost the whole time with a little bit of wind, which made it chilly almost through the entire day. From the early morning through all the way to the end, it did not change a whole lot as far as temperature goes. But everybody seemed to survive it. So, but let's go through. I'm just looking at the PDGA results list. And I'll provide those links I will provide those links for you as well on the YouTube page or at the bottom of this, just so that you have those in case you don't have it. But on our recreational division, winning recreational was Chris Kraus. He shot a 1 under. Looked like he shot, well, he averaged almost 900 golf on an 8, and he's 826 rated. So that's a pretty good improvement for Chris, going in the right direction there. But he won by 3 strokes over Keith Schoen. We had 2 intermediate women. Elizabeth Borg-Bowman won over Anna Hare. Liz with a 17 over, and it looks like she shot pretty close to a rating, maybe slightly under, but she's right there. Intermediate crushed it. David Blackburn was a 924 rated, averaged approximately, 970 it looks like. So he definitely shot pretty well. He shot a 12 under on the round, or for the day. His first round was 1,000 rated. I don't know if that's his first 1,000 rated, but I can't imagine he has a ton being a 924 rated. But again, going in the right direction. He's improving. He's doing well. David would have gotten 4th place in Open. That's how well he shot in this tournament. So good job, David. So keep doing that, and you're going to be playing up with the big boys in no time. Our Masters, Michael Kruger with an 8 down, winning by, looks like 3 strokes over Mr. Shinosky, Mr. I Hate Trains, Bill Shinosky. And Masters 40, there were 4 people. There was a tie between Donovan Tozier and Cade Geraltz. They played off through 3 holes. I walked with them during that playoff. So they went through 3 holes. Eventually, Donovan got the win on hole 3. But they both shot even on the day. There was one advanced woman, Erica Bollinger. Then on our advanced men, we had Cody Hackney. Cody Hackney is a gentleman from Salina. He shot a 14 down on the day. He is a 943 rated. Looked like he averaged about 985-ish. So he definitely played better than his rating says that he is, which means he's improving, he's getting better. It is his first win in advance, at least as far as the PDGA goes. So that's good improvement for Cody. Cody would have tied for first in Open. So if that's showing you anything, Cody, it means you're going in the right direction. You're doing well there, so keep that going. And Open kind of had a story. Open had a 3-way tie for first between Jordan Mullen, Jose Osa, and Bowen Sider. All 3 of them shot a 14 down. Jordan Mullen shot a 3 down in the first round, but came out hot shooting an 11 down, a 10-26 rated second round to bring him into the tie. All 3 of them went to a playoff, went to hole 2, or they all pushed on hole 1. Hole 2, Jordan hits about a 40-foot putt up the hill to the right of the basket, down the rocks a little bit, hits the putt for the win. So good job, Jordan. Here's Jordan's interview at the end of the round.
Congratulations.
Yeah, disc golf is definitely one of those games. You're never out of it. Only shot a 3 down first round, which anybody could probably say isn't the best shooting out here, but just kept plugging away and having fun doing it. It was definitely a good win to get and get some great competitors. So thank you everybody for coming out, and yeah, thank you for hosting the event.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I hope everybody enjoyed that. Now, the time that you've all been waiting for. The 2019 Kansas City Flying Disc Club schedule. I'm not going to go through the whole schedule. I'm just going to talk about a few key points, but the link to the schedule, the master schedule that I update throughout the year, that will be posted on the link with YouTube, so you'll be able to access that and be able to plan out your schedule for 2019. There are a lot of events in Kansas City for 2019. There is approximately 42 events, I think is what I counted, as of the approval last night, not counting whatever else we get added throughout the year. There are 8 Kansas City mini-series events, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. The Midwest Amateur Championships is still out at Smithville, but moved back to its original date in August, which I believe is the second week of August. The Kansas City Wide Open actually moved back a week in June to be an A-tier again, utilizing a few courses. Chris Timko is going to be running the Kansas City Wide Open with Jerry Patterson and Mike Kruger helping out. Mike Kruger is going to run an event. He's also taken over Big Blue Monster. Rob Martin will be in town again with Raymore Rumble. Jerry Patterson's running his Eastern Front series along with some Marksman pop-up events. The Divas are adding a couple doubles and fun fundraiser style events to the schedule. Keith Glendenning is doing his Youngle events again, his doubles and his singles event. So there's quite a few things that are going on. Matt Lloyd is going to be in town again running several of his events. There are 2 less events that he's going to run, which he'll actually talk about here in a second. But Canyon Waiko, I'll actually be running in 2019. In City of Fountains, I will be teaming up with Drew Neitzel to be running City of Fountains as well. So again, a few changes, a few good changes, a few crucial changes, a few additions to that schedule. Just totally blanked out what I was saying. I got distracted as I'm sitting outside here. But again, a few changes there. It's a big schedule. If there's anything you guys need to add, you have an event that you want to add, look at the schedule, contact me. I can look at that schedule with you. But let's hear what Matt Lloyd has to say about his schedule for 2019. Hey everybody, we have Matt Lloyd here. Matt, you want to tell us about what your plans are for the 2019 season?
Yeah, so we have a pretty busy schedule again in 2019 here in the Kansas City area. We've learned so much from 2018. We've heard a lot of feedback from our events. We're so happy that people have embraced us coming in and letting us run some of the traditional events we've had here in Kansas City. So we look forward to 2019. We're going to, first thing we're going to do is we bumped up Old Settlers to a B tier, so that's going to be a B tier. We're going to continue Rosedale as a B tier. We're going to lower our prices for the C tiers, so you'll see a lower entry fee for the C tiers, a little bit higher for the B tiers. And then of course we're going to still run the Midwest Amateur Championships, which is an A tier. We're going to transfer that one over to payout for 2019. That'll probably flip-flop back to trophy only for 2020, but we're trying to accommodate as many people as we can and offer as many different experiences as we can in our tournaments here in Kansas City. So we're super excited to have 2019 lighten the load a little bit. We've dropped 2 of the events, turned them over to locals. So we'll have more time to spend on our 2019 events, and we're super excited. Thanks to Dynamic Discs for always supporting us, and thanks to the Kansas City Disc Golf Club for always supporting us.
All right, so as everybody can see, Matt Lloyd has got a good agenda, a good plan for 2019. He's making some good changes, so let's definitely welcome him and continue to support him throughout the year. He does a lot with the community, working with Dynamic Disc Kansas City, having the RV up here, and taking over a lot of events that I used to run or other people used to run as well. So, all right, next let's talk about the 2019 Kansas City mini-series. As I've kind of said to quite a few people, I didn't do as much with 2018. I was busy with Worlds and I just kind of lost focus. But in 2019, I am going to hit the mini-series hard. I really want to promote it again as a community-based event. Actually, the biggest reason I started this podcast is to promote the Kansas City mini-series. I'm going to be promoting everything throughout Kansas City, as you've been able to see already. But as you can, as I'm going to focus, my focus is going to be on the Kansas City mini-series events. As of right now, there are 8 events that are going to be spread out throughout the year. We're going to do a lot of the, I might change up the point structure. I haven't quite decided yet. But again, we're adding a few events. Right now, those events are going to be the Frostbreaker. We're going to start out with Matt Lloyd's event. Then we're going to go over to City of Fountains. After City of Fountains, we go over to, blanking out, I should have probably written this down, but we have Heritage Hills, Liberty Gold, Chill at the Hill, Raymore Rumble, Platypus Open, Canyon Waiko is getting added to that schedule. I'll have that full list. It'll be posted on the link at the bottom of the YouTube page, so you'll be able to have those scheduled. There might be 1 or 2 that we still add, so just be aware of that. 1 or 2 may adjust still a little bit on dates. We're working on that. But ultimately, those are the events for the schedule. So we're definitely looking at more events. We're looking at doing bigger things at the end of the year. The skins in the finale will be out at Waiko this year for 2019. We're going to make a few adjustments for that as opposed to a flex start for that one. It's probably going to be a set shotgun start after the skins match. We're going to make some adjustments for the women. The women are not going to have to play as many of the events, so we can try to get a few more events a few more women who can try to qualify for the championship, the skins, things like that. So we're going to work with them, the women, and add that section there as well. A big thing that I'm adding, though, is the Kansas City Mini-Series Championships. And it's kind of mirroring the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships, if you've seen that at all. And it's going to be where the top 24 based on points. I haven't decided how exactly I'm separating all that out yet, but ultimately approximately the top 24 overall in points, regardless of how many events that you played through the mini-series, will qualify you for that. There will be an entry fee for that, but even if you lose in the first round, you're going to be guaranteed to get something. So you're going to see me doing some fundraising. There's definitely some expenses and things like that that have to take place for that to happen, but hopefully that's a good addition that everybody enjoys for the Kansas City mini-series. So here's just the kind of the flyer, the preview for the schedule, so you can see it. But again, the link is at the bottom of the YouTube page. So Alright everybody, I'm back. Back inside, back ready to continue. So let's talk about what events are coming up next. Some of these events we've talked about last week, so I'm not going to keep emphasizing the upcoming events. At the very end of this, you're going to see a post that I'm going to put up on the video here. It's going to be called 30 Days and Counting, and it's going to give an outline of the next 30 days of events. Some of them are repetitive, such as like the leagues and things like that that happen regularly. So really all I'm going to do is focus on what's happening this coming weekend. The only event that I'm going to focus on is the next PDGA event, next bigger event, which in this case is the year-end open. And then I'll emphasize a little bit with the New Year's Days triples, because that's the next big club event that isn't a league or something like that. And then of course I'm going to finish off with the Ice Bowl. So a lot of people want to know information about the Ice Bowl. The Ice Bowl is one of our biggest events of the year. We donate to the Bishop Sullivan Center, typically a fair amount of money. It's a good opportunity at the beginning of the year for a lot of the players to get together and to enjoy the cold. So it's called an Ice Bowl. No wimps, no whiners. You have to go out anyways. I do. You have to. All right. So I'm going to start here with the year-end open. The year-end open is, again, a PDGA C-tier event. It's a flex start event from 10 to noon. It is a fundraiser for the Kansas City miniseries. So as I was just talking about the Kansas City miniseries, there are a lot of things that go along with that. So we're going to start with some fundraising for that. That is going to be over at Prairie Center, one round of 18. The link again is on the YouTube page. There's a Disc Golf Scene online registration page. There's also a Facebook event page too with that information. And again, I will post all of those links for you to be able to see. So for the next week, we actually have quite a bit this coming week. And I'm going to start off here. We have the Safari Winter League, which happens out at Rosedale. It's actually a Safari League playing 20 holes of Rosedale up top and down under. Mike Kruger runs that. It is a PDGA league. That is the start of that. That runs all the way up to the week prior to the Frostbreaker, so it'll kind of get you through the rest of the season. It happens regardless of the weather. He's yet to have to cancel it, so make sure if you want those points or you want to get some time in to play, to do that. The Down Under League recently started. It actually never ends. It goes all year round. It is, I believe, at 1 o'clock Down Under, so you always have that. That's a non-sanctioned random draw doubles event. A lot of fun, $10 entry fee, I believe, and there's a lot of good people down there. It's a lot of fun. If you've never been to that event, it's worth definitely trying to go to. This coming weekend around 12:30 at Pleasant Hill, we will be doing a celebratory round with honoring Matt Fox. Matt Fox, who was a local disc golfer, passed away a year ago, and so we're going to get together, a bunch of people are going to get together at Pleasant Hill to honor him at 12:30, and also on December 15th. And again, on December 15th, there is going to be a work day with Eric Eastwood. He's working on a few holes 7 and 8 out at Belton. I have the link posted. I don't know the time off the top of my head, but that information is there as well. And then we'll finish off on December 15th. That's 5 events on Saturday alone. Will be the Winter Marksman League. It's actually the first official week where you're using the U-Disc. You're following the point structures based on how the Marksman League is. That's over at the soccer lot over by near Boulevard area. So make sure you check that. Again, that link is posted, but that's at 7 o'clock. 5 discs that you want to make sure that you bring with you, or 5 putters. It's a great time. It's in an indoor facility. They got food, they got drinks. You get to compete, even if you're not a competitive person or you don't think you can compete. Seeing that information on U-Disc, if you've never seen it before, is pretty awesome. Even if you don't stay, you're able to compare. It compares you then nationally, but you get to see your stats, and for anything, just for yourself. So it's a pretty neat feature that U-Disc offers with the Dynamic Discs Winter Marksman Leagues throughout the country. Those events pretty much, that schedule outside the Matt Fox round and the Belton Work Day is pretty much every week through the end of the year. And then we have the year-end open, like I said, is on December 30th. It's my own event, and I had to really think on the date on that. And then on the 1st, we have the New Year's Day triples. Matt Fox runs that. It's a triples event. He doesn't cap it. Again, that link is posted, but if you get an opportunity to go to that, those are your next 30 days. So again, I'm going to post that up in the 30 days and counting. You can get the links, or you can screenshot that. But really, beyond those are a lot of fun things that are going on. And after that is the Ice Bowl. The Ice Bowl is a fun. It is a blast. There's a lot of aspects and a lot of pieces to that. Between competing at all the various satellite events, you get the opportunity to get various players package options, clothing, discs. You get mulligans. How many events do you get mulligans? Really, come on. And then you get, on the final day, on the 27th of January over at Blue Valley, they're adding an additional course, maybe 2 courses, things that you don't ever get to play, an opportunity to play some new courses. They're going to be shorter, but it's fun. There's a chili competition. There's a raffle. There's all kinds of things that happen. Again, we're raising money for a good cause. So if you don't have that opportunity to go out there, still try to contribute to hit one of those satellite events. But if you can hit the satellite events and hit that main event over Blue Valley, I encourage you to do it. There's also this disc here. It's a swope. It's a swope disc. It's kind of a commemorative swope, but it is a fundraiser for the Ice Bowl. That link is right there where you can purchase those. Those are on a pre-order basis. They may have some on site, but if you want to make sure that you get one, I would encourage you to pre-order one. That way you can guarantee that you can get it. Again, a great opportunity. Those are on Discraft Buzzes. And it's a good opportunity to get swope discs that you may not normally get. All right, so that kind of gets into our Ice Bowl. That's pretty much the rest of the schedule. We're gonna conclude here in a minute. As far as a few of the topics and things like that, I don't have anything new on Birdland swope. There isn't anything there. The waterworks, the baskets, we're working on those. I'm trying to figure out some things with the sleeves. So hopefully we can get those taken care of sooner than later, but it's definitely in the process to get those new Mach X baskets at Waterworks, so kind of keep an eye out for that. I am sure there's going to need some help when it comes to putting those sleeves in, so if you get a chance to do that, make sure you kind of keep an eye out, and I'll announce everything as I see it or I hear it as well, so you can keep up with everything. So those are the newest things. Thank you for watching. We're going to finish out here with some clips from the 2018 Winter Wonderland. Enjoy them, and we'll see you next week.